On this edition of Memphis Energized, MLGW welcomes a new chief to the executive suite and to Memphis. How employees went above and beyond to assist a company during an equipment malfunction, and an annual event that encourages everyone to make a simple call before starting any digging in their garden. We'll talk about those stories and much more on this edition of Memphis Energized. And welcome to Memphis Energized, a half-hour television program that features important news from Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I'm your host, Michelle McKissick. Mayor Strickland recently swore in MLGW's 11th President and Chief Executive Officer, Jarl J.T. Young. Before being named to the CEO post, Young, a Pensacola, Florida native, was the Gulf Power Company's Customer Service and Marketing General Manager. Young's diverse utility experience includes customer service, marketing, sales, risk management, information technology, finance, and supply chain management. He holds a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Florida, an MBA from the University of West Florida, and he is a graduate of Harvard Business School's General Management program.
Do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Tennessee,
the Constitution of the State of Tennessee,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Memphis.
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Memphis.
Thank you very much for coming here. This is, by the way, some of you may know this is day 2. I started action on yesterday, so it must not have been too bad yesterday because I came back today. So. No, but listen, to the mayor, thank you so much for your confidence in me, to the city council for your support. Board of Commissioners, I appreciate your support as well, and just very, very blessed to be able to come to this company. It's a great company. Reputation precedes it. I'd heard about it before I came here. Memphis is an awesome community, and my wife Deidre and I and our family are looking forward to being a part of this community. I met several employees yesterday, still got more to meet, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing this company grow and become even better.
Young and his wife Deidre have 2 sons, Thomas and Joseph. Also joining MLGW's leadership team is Michael Pullman. Pullman was appointed by Mayor Strickland to the MLGW Board of Commissioners in February. Pullman is a lifelong Memphian and currently serves as CEO and president of Pickering Firm Incorporated, a full-service engineering and architectural firm. Pullman replaces Derwin Sisnet, whose term ended. Sisnet has served on the board since 2012. The Memphis City Council recently voted for a modest increase in electric and gas rates. Prior to this year, the last increase in electric prices was 14 years ago, and gas rates have been the same for 10 years, since 2008. Beginning in July, the typical residential customer will see the cost of services increase an average of $3 per month. That breaks down to about 72 cents per month for gas and $2.28 for electric. As 220 DuPont employees were working the Sunday shift before the Martin Luther King holiday, the company lost power due to an equipment failure at its own private company substation. A quick call to MLGW and some fast thinking were able to get the DuPont plant back on track.
Actually, I got a call from one of the engineers at DuPont's South plant out on Mendenhall. They had lost their 23 kV switchgear. They weren't sure exactly what had happened at first, and then a little more investigation on their end of it. They had some bus supports, bus insulators that had evidently went to ground and caused an explosion inside their switchgear. And they had no idea, they had no product whatsoever to be able to replace them. I came in, started rummaging through the warehouse, see what we had, and we actually found 2 insulators that matched what they needed. It was a big surprise to me that we had them. but we definitely had them. I cleaned them up for them. They sent somebody to pick them up. They contacted me back later. A few hours later, they contacted me back wanting to know, how to install them. I'm sure it's a big deal to DuPont, but to me, it's just part of what I do. I got calls from their plant manager, from the engineer, telling me, that they couldn't have done it without us. Flattered that they feel that way, but it's what we do for our customers. I'd have done it for a residential customer if I'd have had what they needed, to help them out. It doesn't matter if they're a $1 billion customer or if they have a $150 a month utility bill. We'll do whatever we need to do to keep the customer on.
DuPont's Robert Mushagan was most appreciative of the extra effort to get the plant up and running, saying this is a great example of what going above and beyond customer service looks like. Who do you call when you have a digging project in your backyard? What do you do if you smell gas in your home? A group of MLGW employees will visit area home improvement stores in April to provide answers to those questions and much more.
And we've been partnering with Lowe's for both a fall and spring natural gas safety day. So we're approaching customers and asking them if they know about call before you dig or gas pipeline safety.
The goal of the day is to increase awareness of how 811, the federally designated call before you dig number, protects homeowners and professionals from damaging gas mains and other utility services buried underground. Striking a line could mean injury to you or your family, damage to your property, utility service outages to your entire neighborhood, and potential fines and repair costs.
A lot of customers do know about call before you dig, but not all of them call. In fact, last year I talked to a contractor who said he didn't call because he didn't want to take 3 days wait. Well, plan ahead because this is important. You could strike a gas line, and this is about natural gas safety. If you strike a gas line, or your contractor does, there could be an explosion, a gas leak, all kinds of things happen. It doesn't matter if it's gardening or fence posts or an addition to your house, always call before you dig. And if you have a contractor working on your house, make sure that they have called 811. It's an easy number, 811. They will set it up for you and mark your lines. Make sure your contractor has made that call and waits 3 days for them to be marked.
Customers are also urged to be aware of signs of a gas leak.
If they smell that mercaptan or that egg smell in their house, they will want to leave immediately, not turn on any lights, so they will want to evacuate the home, possibly go to a neighbor's house, use their phone, and call Light Gas and Water. And we will go out and check and verify and also shut off the gas.
Don't go away. There's more Memphis Energized after the break. Stay tuned.
Staring in the mirror, gonna change my ways. I wanna make Memphis a better place. I see your neighbor in need, but what can be done? Instead of buying shoes or a pretty dress with just $1 a month, you can help the rest. It starts with you. Plus one.
Giving back through Plus One will make a difference for families in crisis.
It starts with you. Plus one. Grandma's message couldn't have been any clearer. If you want to change Memphis, look in the mirror. It starts with you. Plus one.
I remember when we got help from Plus One.
And now we're helping others.
Hey, Memphis, you can make a change.
You too can make a difference.
Go to MLGW.com/+1 or call 544-6549.
It's gonna feel real good.
Oh, yes.
George.
Yes, dear.
George.
What now, Gladys?
That man next door is digging again.
Not again.
I bet he didn't call 811 before he dug. George, what does gas smell like?
Know what's below. MLGW reminds you to call 811 before you dig, even for small projects.
Welcome back to the show. We have two special guests in the studio to talk to us about a big donation being made to one of Memphis's beloved charities, United Way. Brian Hutton works as an engineer in MLGW's Reliability and Power Quality Department, but he also holds another title that we're going to hear a little bit more about in just a few moments. Also with us, Lori Spicer Robertson, United Way's Chief Communication Officer, to talk more about the organization. Welcome, Brian and Lori.
Thank you.
Glad you could be here. How is United Way impacting and helping folks in the community?
Yes, absolutely. So last year we decided to reevaluate our impact goals and say, how do we be most helpful to those in the community? And we said poverty is an issue that not many are focused on. It's a big issue for our community with the majority of our children living in poverty. And so we've answered that call by creating Driving the Dream. And we're very excited about our new program. 95 years, we are celebrating being a game changer. We've always historically looked at education, health, and financial stability, but we said, what's the roots of that? What's under that? And so for us, that's poverty. And how do we assimilate and bring everyone together to address that for our community?
Brian, with MLGW, tell us what you all have been doing the last year and what you will be doing in the next year to support United Way.
Okay. Well, last year I was the co-chair of United Way. My chair was Sherika Hollingsworth. So when we got together, she started this off in July. Me and her got together in August and started working on this campaign. One of the first things that we talked about was trying to get the slogan for the year. Driving the Dream was part of United Way's process and their slogan. So what we did, we kind of just piggybacked off that. And ours was Driving the Dream for a Better Tomorrow. They've done a lot of changes, and we want to try to keep up with the change. We try to stay involved with the community. This year's campaign was wonderful.
So Brian, tell me, how much money was raised in 2017?
During the 2017-2018 campaign, along with the contributions from the employees and some of the employee fundraisers that we did, we were able to raise $612,000.
Wow, that's great. How important are donations like the one MLGW makes to the United Way? How important is that?
They're critical. We could not do the work of community impact. We couldn't address priority issues without companies like MLGW being a good steward and community partner. We have such a need in our community, and so when we work with our corporate partners like MLGW and they raise funds like that, it really changes the lives of those in our community.
So tell me, Brian, how were funds raised? Were there any special activities or events that were held?
Throughout the year, we do fundraisers for other organizations, but our big push is United Way. Like I said, we start early in the year, and we try to get the employees involved, so during that time, we'll have small fundraisers throughout the year. We kick it off with a golf tournament, and we usually do that at the Glen Eagle course in Millington. This year, we were able to raise $19,000 doing that. After that, we'll do some smaller things just to try to keep the employee involvement. We did a Halloween contest where people were able to come into work dressed as whatever their favorite character was. They gave money as donations for that. We had the employees say during our training, we said, if y'all can go out and any idea that you come up with to raise funds for this too. So they had one of our areas did a bake sale, and they raised $1,000 selling cakes and pies. I mean, it was pretty amazing.
That's great. Have you set a goal for 2018 with United Way?
Well, our goal is to always try to exceed the amount that we came up with before. That's usually what we do every year. I would like to see us be able to raise $650,000. Not every year are we able to have 100% participation, but we're always shooting for everybody that's there, the 2,600 of us that are at Light, Gas, and Water to get involved in United Way. They've been such a staple in our community, and I would like for everybody to continue to support United Way.
And what would the impact of those funds be for the United Way?
It'd be tremendous. We took a look and said, last year we touched over 650 lives. So if we just took a chunk of the contributions that are given from our corporate partners away from our community, there'd be an impact of not being able to prepare young children for school, to make sure kids have healthy meals, to make sure those who are victims of domestic violence have resources and help that they need, but also those who are living in poverty have an answer or someone to call whenever they need some assistance. And so without those contributions from organizations and companies like MLGW, it would be a tremendous loss for our community. We wouldn't be able to touch as many lives.
Lori, we know there are big companies like MLGW, but there are also smaller companies and individuals. What can they do to support the United Way?
Absolutely. So last year, we also had a new tagline. We did a rebranding. And so our tagline is where there's a you, there's a way. And we were very intentional in creating that because whether you're a large corporation, you're a small entrepreneur, or an individual, we believe that you can join us and help United Way. And so we have what we call the 4 drivers. They are giving. So for a company or an individual, of course, there's always donations that you can give, but there's also advocacy. If you want to work with us and learn more about the data, the reporting that we're doing, the metrics, the information, you can do that as well through volunteerism, which is the next area, volunteer. We have a new system called Volunteer United, which is an online engagement tool, and people can sign on through their passion. So whatever you're passionate about, you go into the system, you check it out, and it will email you directly service opportunities all across the community. And then lastly is engage. We want you to join our leadership groups. We believe that we are a community of leaders, and so if you join one of United Way's leadership groups, you have the first pulse of what's happening in the organization, but also the first chance to impact our community. And so 4 drivers spells out GAVE. It's give, advocate, volunteer, and engage.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Tell me, why do you think it's important for MLGW employees to contribute to the United Way?
Well, I know that they're wonderful employees. They get involved in so much throughout the year. I mean, we'll have walks and 5Ks. United Way obviously is our big fundraiser for the year. We all live here, we work here. I mean, we're out here working in the streets every day. Y'all see us, y'all know who we are. I don't know what your view of us is, but we're out here and we're doing, not only we're giving you lights, gas, and water, but we love the place that we work and we love the community. We all live here, we work here, we want to see the community strive. And in doing that, the individuals, they just love to give. I mean, we don't have to beat them over the head. I know they're giving other places. I mean, they probably are tithing to their church and they have multiple other facets that they're giving to. This is solely us. Since we're not really a private company, we're public owned. All the money that we raise comes right out of the pockets of the individuals that work here. Some of the other places they might match, but that's not done here. So the $612,000 that we raised, it's coming out of the employees' pockets.
That's great. Lori, is there anything else you want to add about what this impact has on the United Way?
Yeah, well, I would really just like to thank MLGW for all the hard work and commitment. I mentioned before our new initiative is called Driving the Dream, and it's really a system of care to help individuals who are living in poverty navigate and find their self-sufficiency. And so you have people who have children. Again, our childhood poverty rate is 44.7. A lot of people don't know that, and that's alarming to hear that half of the children almost in our community are living in poverty. But when you look at companies like MLGW, who are not only supplying us with light, gas, and water, but also see it as critically important to give back to the community, we can only say that we thank you and appreciate that. And also the people who we're serving are very grateful for the work and the support of MLGW. So thank you.
Brian, Lori, thank you so much for being here today and for all you're doing to make the Mid-South a much better community. Well, MLGW is rolling out a new service made possible by smart meters. It's called Prepay, and it offers many benefits, including eliminating deposits, reconnection fees, and late fees. For more about the service, here's Memphis Energized correspondent Chip Washington.
To start 2018, New Year's Day, our area saw temperatures as low as 10 degrees. Many may have turned up their thermostats, and by the time their utility bill arrived, been surprised by the increase in energy costs compared to the month before. Now, MLGW has a new option for customers that affords more control over their utilities and can end those end-of-the-month bill surprises. It's called Prepay. Prepay offers many benefits, including no deposits, reconnection fees, or late fees. Prepaid utilities is not new and has been offered in other cities for many years. It works much like prepaid cell phone services and can help customers manage their bills. Smart meters make prepay possible for our customers. Customers who have smart meters for services MLGW provides to their home can take advantage of this service. Customers have the option to make smaller, more frequent payments, making it easier to set a household energy budget that makes sense for their lifestyle. For example, customers paid on a weekly basis may choose to make payments when they get paid instead of once a month. New customers can start their prepay account with just $100. Customers can choose text, phone, or email low balance alerts so they'll always know how much money is on their account. In the event services are disconnected, they can be restored in about an hour after payment is made, and there is no reconnection fee. To sign up, customers can visit any of MLGW's community offices or call 901-544-6549. To learn more, call the prepay hotline at 901-528-7729 or email us at prepay@mlgw.org. Once a customer signs up, they can use the My Usage website or mobile app available from the App Store or Google Play to manage their prepay account. MLGW is currently notifying customers who are eligible for this service by sending letters to the customer of record. For Memphis Energized, I'm Chip Washington.
Thank you, Chip. To learn more, go to mlgw.com/prepay. MLGW speakers are coming to a location near you. Here's a calendar of events featuring dates for informative workshops and holiday closings. Are you looking for an easier way of keeping up with your utility bill? Well, then look no further than your cell phone for MLGW text alerts. Customers can sign up to receive text message notifications of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at mlgw.com/textalerts. To help keep emergency lines clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW deemed emergencies are considered things such as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call the Customer Care Center at 820-7878, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Any other account inquiries can be addressed by calling 544-MLGW. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then you can get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's web chat feature for residential customers can be found at mlgw.com. Web chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Web chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at mlgw.org. MLGW has now added credit card machines to all of its community offices to expand payment options for customers. Customers can make those payments with Visa, MasterCard, or Discover Card. Credit card payments made at a community office are posted immediately. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Many times you will see crews working near streets and highways when installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so please pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized. I hope you've learned a lot. And remember to join us online at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and at MLGW.com. Until next time, I'm Michelle McKissick. Thanks for watching Memphis Energized.